everybody. What is up, all you beautiful, beautiful people? My name is Alex, and today we're back here at episode 4 of our Oblivion playthrough. Here's my character as of now. I have spent quite a bit of time just leveling up primarily alchemy in here. Got that up to 75. I used the method I mentioned in the last episode where I bought a bunch of low-level foodstuffs. I found bread and tomatoes to be really useful. Crafted a bunch of potions, sold them, bought more stuff, waited for the vendor inventories to restore. I ended up basically with, let's say, leveled up a bunch of times. So I'm level 10 now. I think I was level 4 when I last left off. And this is how I spent my points, mostly into strength and speed and willpower and endurance. Gotta have that endurance, gotta have the survivability, you know. Like I said, I spent a bunch of time leveling up alchemy, so now I can see all 4 ingredients on any, alchemy stuff. I'm gonna have to get a better mortar and pestle at some point. I'm still using that novice one. But, as you can see, I've made quite a bit of gold. I have 10,000 something gold now. And my carry weight is leveled up because of, you know, strength. So let's go in here. Let's buy some upgrades for our Frostcrag Spire with that gold. Right.
Yes?
Have you heard any rumors?
I've heard that the Kvatch Guard is driving back the Daedra.
Yeah, I know about that. But let's see. Bartering.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
So I'm gonna need a couple of Mage Tallow candle boxes, because one for the enchanting station and one for the spellmaking tome.
I wouldn't make that deal with just who bought that for a song.
Actually, before we do this, so I did pay her a lot of gold to like level up her disposition thing. So I'm not sure what this one will do for us. I actually haven't haggled yet in this game. Alright. Well, let's see. We need some upgrades here. I think I want to grab the bedroom area, so we always have a bed to sleep in. And I believe there's a couple other goodies there we can have a look at. We might want to grab the vault, just so we can, you know, store some stuff. Actually, I'm running low on gold. Maybe I want to hang on for a second. Let's grab the vault. Just so we have somewhere to stuff our loots as we get.
I appreciate your business.
As we get around the world. So I'm going to go back home, or to Frostcrag Spire, and put these in, and we can have a look around there. I did do a lot of like tweaking of the settings, game system settings. I can show you real quick, but honestly, it's I copied it all from a Reddit thread that has actually quite improved my FPSs. I haven't ran out in open world yet. I've just been literally been stuck in this quarter here, sleeping, leveling up, grinding the alchemy. But let's go up to our Frostcrag Spire, put in our little upgrades. And if I remember, there's a little something I want to grab from the bedroom area. As we upgraded it now. Let's head up here. Well, I want to actually use stairs. Ta-da! Got a little alchemy table there. I don't think that was there before. Or actually, I'm quite certain it wasn't. This is a novice set. Okay, I don't need that. Fundamentals of alchemy. Soul gems, I don't want to grab those quite yet. There's no point in holding those. But now I know where to find them once I need them. So let's put this in. Now we can enchant stuff with soul gems and the effects that we still haven't picked up yet. These are only the ones that I've picked up so far. Yeah, it's been a really long time since I played around with alchemy and enchanting in this game. Let's put this in. Now we can start doing some interesting stuff. Restore health. Do magnitudes. Area effects. If you want to do like a AoE heal. And the duration of it. If it's a heal over time or if it's a one time. You can do it on target. And on self and on touch. They have different costs to them, of course, as you crank those levels up. That's for the vault. I did buy that, so let's go have a look. It just adds a bunch of these little vault guardians and a bunch of chests for you to put stuff in. There's a bunch of random crap in here. Not really something I'm gonna bother grabbing as of right now. I mean, might as well grab the 3 gold. I'll clear that out at some point and try to start using a storage system. So here's the bedroom area. It's all furnished. I got my own personal bed, storage chest, some random crap in it. That leads out to the teleporters for all the mages guilds. Here we have a floating chalice of some kind. I don't think that's supposed to be there, or that way at least. Some decoration here, cupboards, nothing interesting. Soul gems for when we need them. And all the alchemy stuff, of course. Now, I think I'm missing something. I think it's bugged somehow. There's supposed to be like a little coffer chest with a decent ring in it, but I might not have bought the right upgrades. Maybe it's downstairs by the newly added bookcase. Because there's nothing up here. I probably shouldn't be out there either, but this is kind of weird, so I'm thinking something's fucky. This is the place. Nah, might not have gotten the right. Actually, I think we do want to grab these. Because having just the mortar and pestle is one of the things, but I believe when you have all the pieces, it gives you a bonus. See up here? So now if I want to do like a cheese wedge and some bread. Oh yeah, it heals quite a bit more. Well, not quite a bit, but a little bit more. Good. Alright, well, I'm not entirely sure what to do next. Well, actually, I do have a plan. At least one little thing that I want to go do. So, we are going to go back to the Imperial City and to the Chestnut Handy Stables. We're gonna grab ourselves a horse-armored horse thing. I believe it's over here, right? This is part of the horse armor DLC. You can get a free horse. I think it's the orc.
What do you want?
It's really not the best one in the game, but
What can I interest you in?
I want a horse armor and a horse too.
You've gotta be kidding.
I'll take any horse, I'm not fussy.
Let's see what we've got here.
Although I had no horse, Shak Grabura outfitted her old nag with steel armor and gave me it for free of charge. From now, she will outfit any legally owned horse that I bring her with steel or elven armor for 500 gold. And that's part of the horse armor DLC, which is infamous for, well, starting paid DLC in gaming. It cost like $6 back in the day. Alright, so we got a horse. Now, I'm not entirely sure what to do with the rest of the episode. But, I think we can just go for an adventure. It's a very nice Aurora. As you can see, it's only in the north, above the Skyrim province. There's nothing over there. Just goes to show they really put some thought into that whole thing of design. Let's go up here. Kind of just focusing on grabbing points of interest for fast travel. I think I have a bunch out this way. Yeah. So, here's my gold. Not a lot. Okay. Well, I have to look something up, and then we'll go check that out, because I just had an idea. I'll be right back. Alright, here we are, coming up on... I rode all the way from up in here, down through here, down to Skingrad. We are heading for the Grateful Pass stables and grabbing the fast travel point. Well, actually, you probably get the city fast travel point, but, you know, for our own internal, I don't know what to call it. So here is a stable. We're gonna head, I think, north of here. We are looking for a standing stone, I believe. I think it was out this way. Not entirely sure how far. Yeah, this horse really isn't the best in the game, but, you know, it's free. And armored, you know. So what's up this way? That looks like something glowing. That's an Oblivion gate. I'm not sure I want to tackle that right now. Goblin Jim's Cave. So, I believe there's like a bunch of different Oblivion gates all around the map. And each one will give you one of those sigil stones by the end of it. They're all a little bit different. And you can get some interesting enchanting effects from those sigil stones. I believe one of the things I did in my old playthrough was getting 100% magicka resist armor from the sigil stones. You could just save scum to grab them. So we're still looking for that apprentice stone, though. I believed it was north of the stables, but it might have been south, now that I think about it. Because I think I saw something riding over here. Let's have a look. The Grateful Pass Stables. The game really is running a lot better now that I optimized those settings. I don't think I mentioned it, but I'm gonna drop that Reddit post down in the comments in case anyone actually wants to optimize some stuff. So this is the Apprentice Stone. Activating it at nighttime. It doesn't really work during daytime. Marked by a special fate. You rule your destiny. Do you choose to steer by the stars of the apprentice? Did I do it? You know, I figured it would be some kind of effect. Okay, I hit the wrong one. The stars of the apprentice shine upon you. You have gained the Void Seed Greater Power. So, I believe that... Let's have a look. Fortify Illusion on self and Fortify Alchemy on self. It's a once a day thing. It's kind of useful for a couple things. For leveling alchemy and getting a lot of money. So I'm gonna need to get some more money eventually. Not right now though. I got the thing that I needed for the time being. But it's useful to have. 2 minutes of alchemy boost will make you quite a bit of money. Alright. That's actually all I wanted to do this episode. So let's just have a look around. Pray at the chapel and receive my blessing. What does that give us? Fortify health. Breath of Arcade. 10 points for 600 seconds and 5 minutes or so. 10 points. That's not really a lot now, is it? Alright. So I'm gonna gather myself and figure out something else to do for this episode. Yeah. Alrighty-roo. I figured out a little bit of a plan. And that plan requires us to grab a little bit of a bone meal. I just need the one, I believe, if I remember correctly. This is the same NPC that we buy the upgrades for the Frostcrack Spire.
Another satisfied customer.
Back in the Imperial Market District. In the Mystic Emporium shop. Here we are. Now we're gonna have to go back to Skingrad, which is where we just were, and grab the Apprentice Stone, I believe. So let's go back here and go west of here. There's a certain Daedric artifact, or at least an artifact. Oh, and yeah, by the way, if you really want to level up your alchemy really quick, there's a bunch of grapes here, which have the Fortify Fatigue thing, and then straight east of here there's another farm with a bunch of tomatoes. The thing that I found that is gonna be my like go-to use potion, the this one. Restore Fatigue and Detect Life on self. That uses tomatoes and regular bread. So if you can buy the bread loaves or find them or whatever. So that's Restore Fatigue and Detect Life. Same thing with the tomatoes. So that's that. Now I'm gonna keep heading west of here. See if we can find the Shrine of Meridia. This might be it over here. No. Nope, that's not it. Should be here somewhere. Ah yeah, you see it on the map there? On the mini-map? Or compass map, I guess. What is that? A skeever? Okay. Let's see what skewer can do for us? No, that's the wolf. We don't heed no wolves. Alright, let's get up here. We unlock this place. Now we talk to her, or the shrine. Offer a bone meal.
By the detritus of the profane, I am brought forth, and by your offering.
Alright.
The undead are foul, unnatural things. Some of my rivals take pleasure in these abominations. Not Meridia. I wish these creatures destroyed.
You got it.
Hidden behind a door, deep in Howling Cave, are necromancers. They rob graves for the materials to raise their undead armies. Find these necromancers, destroy them and their abominations. Do this, and earn the gratitude of Meridia.
You got it. Make this my active quest. So now we have to go, I believe, it's kind of straight, yeah, straight east of Skingrad. So we can go back here. And let's see if we can find that tomato plantation while we're at it. So the vineyard is right here, as you know. And we keep heading east of Skingrad. Can we get up here? Let's see. Oof. That's tough. Apparently. But horsey endures. Let's see if we can find this cave. There's so much you want to do when something like this comes around. So many old memories coming back, you know. It's like, what do I do first? What do I prioritize? So, I believe this is the cave with a bunch of necromancers. The Howling Cavern, was it? So, I given my... well, actually I bought the Bound Helmet spell. Because I figured I kind of want to, like, be cool looking, and then when I go into combat I could just throw that on. It's not exactly high level for the time being, but... as we are a spellblade type. You know, third person... third person spellcasting is kind of janky. Maybe we prioritize first person for this kind of adventure. Or especially in caves. So that's where we came from, is it not? Let's have a look. There's supposed to be a bunch of necromancers in here, and so far we've only really seen rats, which is kind of normal. Die, skeletons. It's kind of pointless killing these guys because, you know, they're controlled by a necromancer. And killing the necromancer would kill all of these guys as well, but it doesn't give them much of a choice there. I'll have the bone meal. Oh, and the arrows. I don't plan on using arrows, but they don't weigh much and you can sell them for a bit. Grab all the things. Here we go. Down the hole we go.
Showing your face was the last mistake
Ouch.
you'll ever make.
That's bad.
Never take me down.
I don't want to get locked in there, which is bad. We might actually have some trouble with this one. Is that gonna help me? One of these things? I mean, it's not gonna help. Detect life. It's not gonna do me any.
To arms! To arms!
I think too good in here, but let's go straight to the necromancers. Alright, that's enough for me. I'm out of here. Well, that kind of sucks. I really should have prepared better for this one. Do we have anything with restore magicka? Drain health. Night Eye doesn't really do me any good. Restore willpower. Fortify luck. That's probably a really good effect that I don't want to be wasting by eating the raw ingredient. That's my thinking. Alright, well, there's only one certain way of always restoring your stats. Waiting an hour. Thankfully these guys don't follow you through the door. I hope their health doesn't restore as well. Oh jeez, okay. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work for me. Oh jeez, that's not good. Can I level my instruction on you? I guess so. Let's try this one more time. I think this place might be a little bit too high level for me. Or I might want to turn down the difficulty. Jesus. Alright, well, that's not going to do me any good. I think I might need to rethink this. It does make sense that a Daedric artifact is well protected, to be honest. But we can clear out the rest here. I don't think there's much of any worth, like actual worth. Besides the main thing. So, does the quest require me to actually kill those guys or just get the item that I need? Let's have a look. The data of the cult of necromancers, the howling cave, can be stealing from the graves. The necromancers killed, it can reach a secret door in the back of the cave. Okay, so I actually do need to kill these guys. Well, I can't exactly do that right now. I need to rethink my strategy here, I think. Alrighty, so I'm just running around doing some random stuff, and I figured I would show you how I'm actually using these restored fatigue potions that I made to level up my athletics quite a bit. Plus they're useful for just running around. So if I'm going to drink like a couple of these, 2 or 3, they actually do stack, and it's over time. If you find some kind of ledge, you can just jump up underneath, and you will get quite a bit of athletic skill as you do, or acrobatics rather. As you can see, that will allow you to jump higher. Eventually, you can get pretty crazy with that. So I got some stuff following me. I think I'm out of combat range. Oh no, maybe not. Jeez, that was easy. I guess my horse might have given me a bonk. I left my horse down the road there and I jumped my way up the hill here. And anyways, I just figured out, I've just been exploring stuff around here. I just figured out what I want to do. I'm going to go to Haynote Cave. I'm going to head south from there to a Aelid ruin, Sayatatar. Because there's a little trick you can do here. South of here, yeah. There's a little trick you can do. Because there's a couple chests that are right by the door. And Sayatatar Aelid ruins have some of the best Aelid casks or chests, have some of the best loot. And I am specifically looking for a better alchemy set, because I kind of went on a bit of a journey where, okay, my priority power is now in alchemy, and you know, in order to survive that necromancer cave. So I wanted to make better healing potions, but in order to get better healing potions I need better alchemy tools. So we're gonna go in here and then we're gonna see if things are as I remember from back in the day. Conjurer, you're not my friend. I will have these things though. Steel dagger, that might actually be worth quite a bit. So did I actually go into the right ruin? Campfire. Got nothing special on you. Scamp. So this is a novice set. I don't think I'm in the right part of the ruin. That does not look familiar to what I'm looking for. Let's go outside and figure out if there's a different entrance that I'm looking for. Nope. Does not seem that way. Right, so maybe the room I remember is like further down? Probably is. Don't remember which way it was. Alright. These guy are as high level as the other ones. As the necromonsters in the last cave. Lockpick, scamp scan, all the loots. Couple, yeah. So these conjurers, they drop primarily alchemy related stuff. So like all these potions, right? Ooh, 45 magic on self pants. Guess I'll grab those. As you can see. But the big treasure is in those Aelid casks or chests that you can find further down. Here we go. And if you're really lucky, you can get some better mortar and pestle or alchemy tools, if you will. So I assume this leads back to the main room. A second, yeah. Since the loot in dungeons, well, the game in general, are based on your level, aka leveled looting, there are a few ways to get better loot than you are supposed to, if you will, and that's by going to specific chests that might have a little bit higher level scaling than what you currently have. Come on. Oh, should have just killed him right away. Let's see what this stuff is. But clear out the room first. This is an adept, so this is going to be a slightly higher level loot. Right? Let's see if we have anything of use. Elven Dagger. Oh, that's worth a lot. 45 Magic Pants. That's worth a lot. Staff of Sickness. Worth a lot. And I'm overencumbered. Of course I am. These pants are worth so much. I can't really drop those. I guess we can drop the helmet. And the battle axe, I guess. I picked it up from another... I was just peeking into a couple other ruins. Let's see. My carry weight is absolutely abysmal at this point. I do need to sell off some stuff. I'm never going to be using these stops, but they're worth quite a bit. You know. Novice. What was that sound? Is that a clan fair? Always grab the Welkin stones. They're kind of useful for leveling up or restoring your magicka. They kind of work like a 50-point restore magicka potion. This is the Aelid cask that might have the loot you're looking for. Or I'm looking for, rather. And I'm overcovered. This is the Everlong Stronghold. Alright, I'm gonna drop the arrows. Because they don't weigh much, but they do weigh quite a bit. At least the iron arrows are kind of worthless as well. Drop the battle axe and the claymore, I guess. Anything below 100 gold is kind of... yeah. I do want to keep a couple swords on me, at least, that are not daggers. They work off of different skills. Aelid Reliquary. There we go. just gonna auto attempt. I have a lot of lockpicks. I spent a lot of gold buying these earlier on. Dead captive. Not really anything else worth. Is there anything else in there? No. I got everything of you. Got this alien chest. These were all novice. Here's another one. I'll have those. Ah, this is the one I was looking for. So, yeah, you need to go in the back entrance. I forgot all this. So there's a... Oh, wow. Holy shit, that is useful. Ring of Night Eye. As you can see, you can get Grand Soul Gem stuff. It's really useful. Anyways, so what I remembered from back in the day is that you can go in from here. You can just drop down, loot these two, and press the button, open the door, and then you can run in here, grab this, run back out. And then you can go outside and wait for 3 days, like 2 hours, plus 1 hour for it to like set into effect. And everything should be respawned, including the contents of the chests. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now, just to show you. And then I'm gonna actually grind this out and see if I can get a better set of alchemy tools. Because I'm gonna be spamming out a whole bunch of potions and stuff. Alright, so I just waited for 3 24-hour periods. Should be enough. Let's wait for 1 more additional hour just to be sure. Make sure things have settled and respawned properly. Let's go into here again. And we get spawned outside here. We can open this door. And we're right back here. Now we can loot these things all over again. Actually, you don't have to kill these guys or loot the stuff. You can just reload right outside if there's nothing here that you actually want. You know? So I can just do this, load game. Yeah, probably this one. And I can keep doing that until I find a better alchemy tools that I'm looking for. Not in there, not in there. Oh right, it doesn't matter. I have to be outside for it to reload. Or rather, the loot is defined by when you enter it. Let's go outside just to prove it for. Reload it back outside. And we head down yet again. Now the last time we were in here, there was like a book in the first one here. So let's see if there's a different set of stuff. There's a different book. Apprentice Calcinator, that's exactly what we're looking for. Some better alchemy stuff. Since we're looting these, we might as well grab all the stuff. I highly suggest just sneaking right as you enter here. It'll save you a couple seconds. Not having to kill these guys. So you could just run in. Well, I kind of want to loot all of this, but I'm going to be over encumbered probably. Alright, well, I'm gonna run away. Just do that on repeat until you have all the pieces you need at the right level. So now we can just stand here. There's a wolf right there. Is he gonna attack me? Probably. Alright, well. Gonna wait a bunch of periods again and go back in, check for loot. You know the drill. Alright, we're back. I've been running this dungeon for a couple times now, doing the little save scumming trick here to get at least a couple more pieces of improved alchemy gear, or, you know, tools. I'm just gonna do these guys real quick. I might just have to reset this dungeon anyways, but I hear you, scamp. Let's see, Frenzy Tome, that gives me the Frenzy spell, which is the one that makes them attack anyone around them. I'm not sure if I want to pick that up, if it's worth picking up. So here we have a journeyman retort, that is worth grabbing. So I'm gonna grab everything. If I didn't find anything worth grabbing, I could just reload back outside and re-enter, and that would give us new stuff in the chests. Oof, over encumbered already. I did run back to town and dump a bunch of stuff, but sell a bunch of stuff. But apparently I pick up a lot of stuff in a couple minutes of doing this. So there's another chest in there, I think, that has like a couple gold, and another chest over there that has a couple gold if you want to grab that. So this is what I ended up with. A bunch of apprentice versions of things, but also the Journeyman now, Retort, and the Calcinator, which is the level up from Apprentice again. So, let's see here if we can do a little work. If you click up here, you can actually see which ones you have and which ones are active, and what they actually do for you, and your potion making. So the Apprentice, or the Retort Mortar Pestle, will just yeah, it'll allow you to use more of the ingredients, more of the effects on the ingredients. You can see all of these ones have like 2 and 3, 4 ingredients, and if you combine them with a high level mortar and pestle, you can get more effects out of the potions. The Retort will increase the magnitude of all positive effects. The Alembic decreases magnitude of negative effects. And the Calcinator increases magnitude and duration of all effects. So the higher your tools are, the better your potions is going to be. That's pretty much the only way, well, the main way to just get really cool or strong potions. So if I, for instance, do something like Restore Magicka, yeah, we can do that. We have a couple effects of that. If we combine these now, you can see it does 13 points for 46 seconds. That is a lot stronger than without having done this little loop. So yeah, that's always useful. I also created a bunch of heal over time potions earlier. Yeah, these ones. And all of this was to be able to do the Necromancer Cave a little bit easier. But that'll have to be it for this episode. Oh man, what am I gonna drop? All of this is worth so much. You can see I also went back and dumped all my stuff once already. It's all so much money. Alright, I'm gonna have to make some tough choices here. But that's it for this episode. Again, just doing some grinding, getting my stuff back in order. And I hope to see you again for the next episode. We're probably gonna go back to that Necromancer Cave and get that Daedric artifact that we started getting into. But yeah, hope to see you around. Bye!